Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we'll be talking about Bravo. Bravo, this is designed by Joel Ganada, and it is published by Randolph.
All right, so this is a game where you are trying to say things in a certain order. I have a hard enough time saying things as it is without messing things up. So a game like this is specifically meant to break my brain, which can be a lot of fun. Things get really weird really quick. All right, so you're going to play out some cards onto this setup. Everyone's going to say them all together, and if you mess up, you're going to get penalized. Let me give you a quick overview of how to play. All right, to start setting up Bravo Bravo, we're going to lay out all the cards. There are 10 different groups of cards. We're going to stack them together. We're always going to play with the banana cards, so we're going to choose that. But then in addition to that, we're going to choose 3 other stacks of cards as well. So let's grab the disco ball, the ghost, and the unicorn. All right, so all the other cards we're going to do is we're going to stack those up. Those are essentially just going to become our point cards, and point cards are bad. You do not want points in this game. All right, so now we have 4 of those kind of mini decks all shuffled together. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be revealing those cards one at a time until there's 2 out there. And then we're going to start saying silly things and doing silly things matching the cards that are shown. So for instance, when we see the unicorn, we're just going to say unicorn. But whenever we see the unicorn with the rainbow, we need to say rainbow instead. We ever see the ghost that says woo, you need to say woo. If you see the ghost by itself, you just say ghost. If you see the disco ball with the disco, you say disco. If you see the ball by itself, you say ball. And of course, if you see a bravo on a banana, you say bravo. But if it's just a banana by itself, you're going to say banana. And what's going to happen is we're going to try to say those as fast as possible, all in unison when those are revealed. If anybody ever makes a mistake or hesitation, they have to take one of the point cards. One notable exception is if on the banana cards, you ever see this kind of this party hat symbol or this party symbol, that's going to tell you to not say anything. Don't say anything. And instead what's going to happen is, whoever's turn it is, they're going to be able to choose one of the other words that we're saying, and we're going to change it out for any other word they choose. So they could have us say, instead of saying ball, we could say board game, or whatever the case is. All right, so now we've got our deck all shuffled together. In addition to saying the words, when you have one of the words that has actions next to it, you have to do those actions as well. So for instance, for the disco ball, you have to kind of put your finger out there and put it in the air like you're doing a disco. Or for the rainbow, you have to go rainbow. Or for the for the bravo, for the banana, you have to clap you have to applause. And for the ghost that says woo, you have to go woo, like that. And again, if you miss up on any of that, you're going to take a negative point. All right, so let's put one card out there, and once we have our second card out there, we're going to start. We're going to read the left card, and then we're going to read the right card. All right, let's do it all together. Ready? All right, so bravo, woo. All right, so far so good. Now we'll cover this one. Now we'll say ghost, woo. Now we'll cover this one. Ghost, disco. So do bravo, disco. And then eventually we'll have bravo, woo. I made a mistake there. I hesitated a little bit. So not to take a card. There's a negative point that I don't want that shows that I messed up. So eventually we're going to have, there's a rainbow and a woo. Eventually we're going to have that party symbol. Now we're not going to say anything. If I'm the active player and I revealed that card, now I get to change one of the words in the game. So instead of saying unicorn when the unicorn is revealed, I now want us all to say Ryan is awesome. As you can see, it's a very silly game, a little bit of memory involved, a little bit of speed involved, and reacting to those cards as fast as possible as they come out. You're going to play until the entire deck has run out. At that point, you're going to add up all the penalty points that people have gotten, and whoever has the least amount of penalty points is declared the winner. One perk about being the winner is there are these twist cards. The twist cards, what you do is you flip them over, and the winner of the game gets to choose one of these cards. They have all these little scratch-off areas. What you're going to do is you're going to scratch one of them off, and then now what you can do is the next time you play the game, you can incorporate some new rule that you've just uncovered, making the game more complicated, more silly, whatever the case is.
Our 6-year-old, loved this game. So we were like, we need to play with more people because this is a party game. Come play with us. And so we played one round, and she's like, so we're gonna do it again, and this time I'm gonna choose this, this, and this. And we're like, what? But that's all she wanted to do. She really, really liked this game. She even decided that if she was always gonna choose the cactus because she just really liked the cactus. So she's already figured out exactly what's happening, but she loved this game.
one of the, a lot of these kind of card games exist out there, and they're just simply card games, right? This actually had these twist cards. At the end of the game, whoever the winner was got a chance to scratch off one of these sections of these twist cards in order to change the rules in some way. So this game is constantly evolving. The more you play it, the more kind of additional things that you can do are unveiled. So this is definitely a super interesting take on that. And they could have done it a number of ways. They could have just had them be a little packet of cards and you take one out.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a scratch off thing makes
fun.
makes it it's just a new concept for me. I like that.
Sometimes when it comes to party games, you're not sure how much variety that's going to happen. But I feel like because they have all those different sets and then you only choose 3 at a time to mesh them together, you actually get quite a lot of variety. You're not going to get really accustomed to the words, especially because you're changing the words as you play, words and actions as you play. But I just felt like there was enough variety. Like you think the game is super simple and you're going to memorize all the stuff and it's just not going to be fun. But that's not really the case because of the way that you can manipulate that and because of Ryan said, because of those different aspects that you'll be able to add into the game later.
Okay, so this is not my game. This is not my style of game. I don't like those over-the-top silly games where you're trying to say things and whatever. That being said, you can have a good chuckle doing it. You're going to slip up. Everyone around the table is going to slip up, and it's going to be funny when it happens, or you're going to forget something. And then when someone starts changing the words and everything's get really, really silly really quick, there's going to be a lot of laughter. Even without that, but the only time I'm going to play this is when our 6-year-old asks for it because of that.
Yeah, speaking of, it's the same thing for me. This isn't a style of game that I gravitate towards, but our 6-year-old has plans. Like I was mentioning earlier, she's already decided what card she's going to play with next. So if you or anyone in your family likes those like tongue twister type games, this is perfect for that. Even though it's not like our style of game, the fact that our 6-year-old like literally is making plans for it, it's going to stay with us because she just had such a great time with that.
Yeah, plus there's the legacy elements. So once we start scratching those, you own the thing.
Yeah.
You can't resell it. I would say youth groups gonna love this game. Families gonna love this game. Is that grammatically correct? Family gonna love this game.
Family gonna love this game.
Probably not grammatically correct, but this is not the kind of game I'm going to break out with my friends and board gamers, right?
Yeah.
There's kind of that layer. Some games work in both crowds, some works in just one or just the other. This is going to be for the lighter crowd only. I'm not going to bring this out in front of the board gamers. They will laugh at me. And not because of the game, but because of the game.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching it. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out. Until then, you can find us in all of these places.
You guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
You guys, thanks so much for watching. This game was provided to us by a publisher in exchange for a fair and honest review.
And if you want to see more stuff, check out over here to see something we think you might like.
And over here, we think that YouTube has picked out a great video for you you're going to love. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.